the hour. But right now we're going to go into the ocean to see what is lurking just off of the shore. And we've got warm water galore off of Baja, south of California, into the southwest as well. But we're going to take our attention into the equator, where a brewing and strengthening El Nino is continuing to build at this hour. Has been doing this for a number of weeks now, a number of months. This is not a warm-up that comes out of nowhere. This is warm water that comes out of the far western Pacific. Every several years, it sloshes back and forth, sometimes stronger, sometimes weaker. This event could be a very strong to a super El Nino. It doesn't happen very often at all. Already, as of July 1st, we are tracking water temperature, get this, as much as 8 degrees Fahrenheit above the normal already off of South America. That's astounding, because if you think about it, water takes a lot more energy to warm up a little bit compared to the air. That's why your pool in the backyard, it could be a few days to a week of hot weather. The water is still on the cool side because it takes a lot of energy to boost. So when this happens, you know, energy is just under the surface, and that translates to intense thunderstorm activity, which ultimately changes the course of the world's weather patterns. And that is what we look forward to in El Nino, and that may be occurring in the weeks and months ahead. We are seeing those tropical thunderstorms in action around the equator right there, and we're going to take a look to the northwest about 1,000 or 2,000 miles away, because we have now got another tropical storm this afternoon. Tropical Storm Douglas, hello there, as we are tracking you moving north at 40-mile-an-hour sustained winds. This is not going to be affecting land far away from anybody except for the fish under the ocean, but it is indicative of the time of year we are in. As the waters get warmer, the energy to fuel these storms starts to become more and more available, and we've got that cooking. And we've got a lot of rain falling out of the system over the next several days in the order of 4, 6, 10 or more inches out over the open water. Once again, water coming up, water going down into the ocean, so not really affecting land just yet. But we are looking at the land of Kern County, and the sun is shining, the 99 is flowing. Thankfully, the temperature is down at 91, well below average once again on this Wednesday afternoon. Wind northwest at 14, humidity 17%, matching the AQI, which is good for sure. Let's take a look at the readings around the region. 96 in Ridgecrest. You are the warmest spot on the map currently in Kern County. That is 73 in Van Nuys and Burbank. LA checks in with 68, and it's 97 going up in Las Vegas currently. On this Wednesday, compared to yesterday, a very small difference in the downward direction across the valley. Otherwise, very little change. Tehachapi is up by 4. Let's take a look at the water vapor, showing us we've got still the troughiness hanging around over and just offshore. So that is going to keep the numbers down. Then we are going to go and look up at the warm-up on the way for the 4th of July. Look at that. Back to average we go Saturday to Sunday, maybe a smidge above. Not much more, though. It's going to be on the warm side. Not hot yet for Bakersfield. The mountains will be going from the upper 70s into the mid, maybe upper 80s early next week. The KRV, breezy and sunny. A few clouds possible this weekend. Highs are rising up into the 90s for you. Otherwise, the desert will take the cake again this time around as the highs go up, up, and almost away. Could be 103, 104, 105, or 106 by next Wednesday, and the 4th looks hot. Back to you, Frank.